A wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ryan. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 41, Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Throwing, Mills. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Quickly completed to the right flat. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run here with Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 of the 4. 3rd and goal. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. And now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Mills to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 33 yards that time. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, here's Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six. And,
Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it's going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys have now moved out in front. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mills now. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders down.
Touchdown, Texans! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Mills. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They find some open field here. Touchdown! John Ross, 69 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake, Mills. Open man is Ross, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back to the ground with Pierce. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Mills. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On second down, it's Taylor. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah.